Okay, so it's been like 2 weeks since Simple Creatures put out that song, Drug, and so no better time than now to make this video, right? As I drink my milk. So anyway, let me just read I typed out what I wanted to say in the beginning, so let me just read it for you. Hello there, friends. As we all know, the glorious blink-182, as we used to know it, is broken up. They have left behind a plethora of side projects and other bands in their wake. These are my thoughts on blink-182 and friends. Okay, so I'm basically going to be talking about like their side projects and other bands they've been in, you know, that kind of stuff. So, first band, of course, is blink-182. They're like the boy band of punk, but they're dads now, so anyways, this is my thoughts. When you have Mark and Tom and Scott, it's not bad. When you have Mark and Tom and Travis, well, all right. But when you have Mark and Matt and Travis, you can pass me with that, to be quite honest. Because here's the thing. The way I see it, it's always going to be the Mark, Tom, and Travis show. Always, always, always. That is the height of, because their big album, Enema of the State, that's the people that were in it. That's like their height, you know? It's like you can never, yeah. So anyway, so the time period of their 5 studio albums was like everything. And no matter what, those days are over. And Neighborhoods was not all that, I'll admit. But if Tom was in the band, he'd never let them put out something as ridiculous as California. And they were good when they were with Jerry Finn. And I don't like their music when they have John Feldman. But we can't pretend like it has nothing to do with the fact that Tom's out of the band. Hello, son Davon. Do you want to be in the video?
Sure.
Come here, son. We're just talking about some good bands. And so,
Yeah?
come here, son. This is my son, Davon. He's technically my cousin, but we all know who birthed him. Say hello.
Hi.
So anyway, and so my favorite album, well, their first 5 studio albums I think are all solid. Even They Came to Conquer the Rain, that's a good album too. But I think Cheshire Cat stands out. It's just like the of skate punk, I guess. Now the second one we're gonna talk about is Boxcar Racer. Now to me, this shows a different side of Tom. It's kind of almost the experimentalism of Blink-182's self-titled album, but before Blink-182 did it. And every single track is just solid. And it's just I like the vibes of it. I like everything. And then my favorite album is obviously the self-titled one because, you know. But my favorite song I'd say now is probably Sorrow, because it's just when he's like, I'm sorry, please forgive me. It's just it's just a deep song, you know. It's really, it gets you in your feels, you know. And the next band we're gonna talk about is Plus 44. Now, When Your Heart Stops Beating, I'll admit I didn't always like that album. I used to be such the hater, and I was like, Mark, Tom can put out good music without you, because Boxcar Racer. Why can't you put out good music without him, you know? And it's not post-punk music by any degree, any level, any whatsoever. But when I was having my post-punk growth spurt and I was really getting into bands like The Cure and Joy Division, I listened to it and I just thought, you know, I didn't know Mark's voice could sound like that. It just sounded it just sounds it was just really I always liked Tom's voice on the Blink albums, and Mark's voice was good too, but in this album, I just think his voice it just reached new levels. I think that maybe the kind of music he was singing, I don't know, but so obviously my favorite album is When Your Heart Stops Beating, but my favorite song, I used to really like that song called Baby Come On, but now I really like the Little Death the Little Death song. Yeah. And so yeah, I think I really like her please sleep, my darling, sleep. It's my bop. Literally, I'm not even going to nothing about it. I'm just gonna, that's my bop. And then, if you go to Angel and Airwaves, it's Tom, I take it back. You can't write good music without Mark. Literally, I just cannot. I'm not even, that's all I have to say. I can't even get through one album, not one. I partially like one of their songs, but overall, you can just pass me with that space rock. I really just, no. Next song we're going to talk about is Transplant. Now, to get things straight, It's not really my genre, and I haven't listened to them all that much, and I don't hate it, and here's why. But I don't hate it. Because Angel and Airwaves, it just sounds like they're trying too hard, in my opinion. It just sounds like they're just trying too hard, like Tom's little rock and roll revolution, huh? The Transplants just sounds like they're making the music that they love to play, easy listening. And I was watching the music videos of the band with Travis in it, and I just love that for him. I just love it. I haven't listened enough to discern between what albums I would like and not like, but it's I don't dislike. And then, hello, son.
Hi.
My son has returned. Then we have the Aquabat. Now, there's a difference between not liking something and disliking it. I don't particularly like the Aquabats, but I don't dislike them, you know? There's kind of there. I'm not enough of a fan to say, like, a favorite album, although I did always kind of have a thing for that song, Shark Fighter, which is such an annoying diddly, but I just don't... Shark Fighter, toughest man in the sea. Shark Fighter. Okay, that's enough of that. So anyway, Alkaline Trio. So first of all, I used to extremely dislike Matt, and that's because I extremely liked Tom. And when he joined the band, I was like, who is this random guy taking his place that can't even play What's My Age Again correctly, right? And then I saw a concert of Alkaline Trio on YouTube, and I just thought, well, Matt's voice sounded particularly raspy, and y'all know I'm annoying diddly for Kurt Cobain, and I just could not. I was the fangirling, it just, ooh. But anyway, I listened to a few more songs, and that's all I did, nothing more, nothing less. And Alkaline Trio is just not my favorite thing. I think there's just too many songs that are not enough of an oof, you know? It's like, okay, I was gonna say my favorite album was From Here to Infirmary, but I literally only like 2 songs on the album, and that would classify me as a fake fan. That being said, I do like Armageddon and Private Eye, but both of those song titles sound very occultic, and do not get me started on my thoughts on Matt. And last but not least, we have Simple Creatures. Okay, so when I heard that Mark had made this band with Alex, I just thought, you gotta be kidding me, you know? And I listened to Drug once, and I thought my thoughts were confirmed, and it was trash. And on my 3rd and 4th listen, I thought, you know, it's not that bad. I don't know if that's desensitization or what, but I don't know if it's like the fangirling or what, but now it's just not that bad. So I'll give my final thoughts when the Strange Love EP comes out, but for now, I'm not dismissing it from my playlist. And so that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed just drinking my milk. Have a nice day, everyone.